Black women on top of that feel self-blame and self-hate. So not only are you suffering.
That was a really good video, so hopefully you guys go and check this out and get all of the information besides the 5 seconds I'm here to spotlight. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton here. If you have a couple of minutes, I want to talk about how dangerous the strong Black woman trope is. Quick little synopsis of her video. She's speaking of that NYU is now conducting a study on depressive states of a Black woman. It identified that Black women have all of the normal manifestations of depression as well as additional pieces. 2 of those manifestations I want to identify are the self-blame and the self-hate. I want to identify these because these directly correlate to the strong Black woman trope. Because we as Black women present like armor. Our black skin is our armor. Our black skin had to become our armor simply because we have black skin. So we can't even do whatever is internally necessary to develop into our feminine energy necessarily. I'm still trying to figure out feminine energy, but you know, the softer side. We can't even really truly develop the softer side because as soon as we come out the womb, we're fighting. Depending on the complexion of our skin, we're fighting. And don't think light skin's got it easier. I've been eaten alive for the fact that my skin is the complexion that it is. By my own family. By my own community. So what I'm saying is we come out the womb fighting. Fighting to be recognized and appreciated and loved for who we are. So no wonder we now have this armor or this hard mystique or this angry Black woman. We have to become defensive to protect ourselves. We don't want to be that way. Yo, world, we do not want to be this way. But life has eaten us alive from day one, and so we become this way, and we become strong Black women. So when we find ourselves in a depressive state, we feel that we not only have failed ourselves, but we have failed our family, we have failed our community. Because whether you want to identify or acknowledge it or admit it, we as Black women are pillars. We enter a room and everything stops. It ain't got nothing to do with how beautiful we are by society standards. It ain't got to do nothing with the clothes we got on by society standards. We command and demand attention just by our presence. We are very powerful. And because of that power, we automatically put on stuff that we don't need to put on. We put on responsibilities and take on responsibilities we don't necessarily need to take on. And we become this strong Black woman that everybody looks to come save them. So then when we find ourselves in a space where we need saving, we can't even say anything and we feel less of ourselves. Because if I'm supposed to be everything to everyone and I can't even get myself together, what does that say about me? And that's where those feelings come from. You want to save a Black woman? Humanize a Black woman. So yeah, I'm still on strong Black women's heads. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton here. If you have a couple of minutes, I have a couple of messages. That intro threw me off, y'all. My previous video, I'm discussing the strong Black woman trope and how it is detrimental to our health. We understand that. I've seen plenty of videos that talk about that. So that's not what this is. This is Lonnie's extension to that conversation. The previous video was also talking about how manifestation of depression is feeling of absence of self-worth and self-love. Those are additional factors in depression in Black women per the NYU study. Go watch the video and tap into the original video. I like that chick. I don't know her name, but I follow her because I like what she's spitting. Anyway, I really wanted to get on this strong Black woman's trope head because we do it to each other. We all know I'm not a strong Black woman and please stop identifying me that way. But a lot of us are pleading to the people who don't matter because the biggest perpetrators of the strong Black woman ideology, expectation, are other Black women. A lot of the stuff that we do isn't for ourselves. A lot of the things that we do and a lot of the shadows that we hide in are because we don't want the judgment of other Black women. And I want to have this conversation because we need to stop. How many of you guys dress the way that you dress because that's the way the Black community tells you that's the way you need to be dressed? Ooh, girl, you better. You already know it's true. I don't give a what I have on. I don't. How many of y'all keep y'all's hair whipped up, not because you want to sit in the salon for 2 hours on Saturday, sometimes 3 because your stylist is running late, sometimes 4 because your stylist was late in general. Who wants to do that? But how many of you do that so that when you walk down the street and you see another Black woman, she's like, girl, your hair. As you can see, I don't care. This is what freedom looks like. This is what I don't care about your judgment looks like. This is what peace looks like. So when I say and when we say, I am not a strong black woman, yeah, everybody else piped down. But other black women, y'all pipe down too. Y'all gotta chill with the judgment. You need to love your sister simply for her being your sister. Not because she's dressed a certain way so she could come hang out with you. Not because her hair looks a certain way so she can be in your circle. Not because she has the specific degrees and letters behind her name so now she's gang gang. Not because she's in a certain socio-economical bracket so now we can talk because we're the same. Just because you guys dress the same, speak the same, got the same background doesn't mean that you're the same. And you're excluding someone just because they look different, but that's someone you could better relate to. We are the problem in this strong black woman trope. If we want to release shame, release judgment. Now let's talk depression and judgment. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton here. If you have a couple of minutes, we are talking about how we are the perpetrators of the strong black woman trope and how it's due to or leads to depression and it's in response to judgment. I just made that up in my head, but it made sense up here, so hopefully it makes sense once it reaches here. This is part 3 of a video talking about being a strong black woman and how it is killing us. Also, the biggest perpetrators of the strong black woman ideologies, agree with me or not, let's have some come to Jesus moments with ourselves. The biggest perpetrators are other black women. Because if you do not present like a black woman is supposed to present, who is on top of her game, you are discounted. And do not lie, it's the truth. Some of you guys scroll right past my videos because I don't have on a face full of makeup, because my hair is not whipped, because my outfit isn't, I don't know what the hell, slayed? Yes, my outfit's not slayed. Some of you guys will not even listen to me. And of course, that's a part of the trap as well. And that's cool. Some of you guys look at me and be like, oh, she must have low self-esteem and not care about herself, because if she did, she would care how she looks. But the fact that I am so comfortable in my skin that I don't care how I look. To you, I don't have to do anything to myself and I still love how I look. I don't have to do anything to myself and I can still go out in the world and have all the confidence. Now, do I feel like I'm killing the game when I pull this thing together? Oh, hell yeah. And do I love the way, the attention that I get and the way that I feel and all those things? And ooh, girl, yes. Hell yeah. But I'm also okay with shrinking into the background, nobody paying me attention. I'm most comfortable just like this. But other black women won't accept me just like this. And so because of judgment of each other, we hide who we truly are. We hide the things that we truly enjoy. Dre and I were having a conversation the other day about some BDSM movie that we happened upon. Goddamn Beasley. That's my really good friend who recommended this crazy movie. I'm like, what the heck were you going through when you watched this? And you enjoyed it enough to recommend it? Lord Jesus, I need to fly out there and come check on you. I'm just joking, but it was weird. But that doesn't say anything about her. I'm not judging her. But the guy wanted to bark like a dog and act like a dog. And Dre was like, man, have you ever wanted to bark like a dog? I was like, no, but what if I did? Would you judge me? So what I'm saying is people hide who they are from their most intimate relationships because of fear of judgment. And because they're denying themselves, they now have fallen into a depressive state. And they have shame and all these things that come with that. And now I'm no professional. Go check a professional out. But judgment is the root because we want to be cool to our peers.